Imagine this. Right now. At this exact moment. You are standing on a tiny planet floating through space at nearly 67,000 miles per hour. You don't feel it. You don't notice it. Yet Earth is racing around the Sun. And the Sun itself is moving through the Milky Way galaxy. But here's the truly unbelievable part. Everything you have ever known. Every city. Every ocean. Every mountain. Every human being who has ever lived. Exists on a tiny speck of dust in a universe so vast that the human mind cannot fully comprehend it. And what you're about to discover will completely change how you see reality. Because the universe is far bigger than you think. Far bigger than anyone thinks. Let's start with something familiar. Earth. To us, Earth feels enormous. It contains billions of people. Entire continents. Massive oceans. And endless landscapes. But compared to the universe, Earth is almost nothing. If the Sun were the size of a front door, Earth would be smaller than a coin. Just a tiny dot orbiting around a giant ball of fire. And yet the Sun is so large that over 1 million Earths could fit inside it. 1 million. Think about that. Every person who has ever lived could disappear inside the Sun without leaving the slightest mark. But even the Sun is not particularly impressive. There are stars in the universe that make our Sun look microscopic. Take Scuti. One of the largest known stars. If Scuti replaced our Sun, its outer surface would extend beyond the orbit of Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. All swallowed inside a single star. And suddenly, the Sun no longer feels big. But stars are only the beginning. Our Sun belongs to a family of stars called the Milky Way galaxy. This galaxy contains between 100 billion and 400 billion stars. That's such a large number that it's almost meaningless. Imagine counting one star every second. Without sleeping. Without stopping. It would take thousands of years just to count them all. And the Milky Way itself is unbelievably large. Light travels at 186,000 miles per second. In 1 second, light could circle Earth more than 7 times. Yet even at that incredible speed, it takes light over 100,000 years to cross the Milky Way galaxy. 100,000 years. If a beam of light started its journey when the first modern humans appeared, it still wouldn't have crossed the galaxy today. Now here's where things become truly insane. For a long time, humanity believed the Milky Way was the entire universe. We thought our galaxy was everything. Then we discovered the truth. The Milky Way is not the universe. It is only one galaxy. Just one. Floating among countless others. Astronomers estimate there may be hundreds of billions of galaxies in the observable universe. Hundreds of billions. Each containing billions or even trillions of stars. Each potentially hosting planets, moons, and perhaps even civilizations. Imagine standing on a beach. Every grain of sand represents an entire galaxy. That is closer to reality than most people realize. The scale is almost impossible to grasp. But it gets even bigger. Because everything we've talked about so far exists inside something called the observable universe. The observable universe is the portion of the cosmos we can actually see. Its diameter is approximately 93 billion light-years. Let that sink in. 93 billion light-years. And that's only the part we can observe. Not necessarily the entire universe. Just the part visible to us. Think about that. The universe may extend far beyond what we can see. Possibly forever. No edge. No wall. No ending. Just endless space stretching beyond imagination. Scientists don't yet know. And that mystery is one of the most profound questions ever asked. Does the universe end? Or does it continue forever? Nobody knows. But here is something even stranger. When you look at distant galaxies, you are looking into the past. The light from those galaxies takes millions or billions of years to reach Earth. Some of the stars you see tonight may no longer exist. Some galaxies may have changed completely. Yet their ancient light is only arriving now. The night sky is a time machine. Every star is a message from the past. Every galaxy is history frozen in light. And somehow, all of this exists around us every single day. Yet most people never stop to think about it. We worry about deadlines, bills, stress, problems, things that seem enormous in the moment. But then you zoom out. You leave your city, your country, your planet, your solar system, your galaxy. And suddenly those problems become tiny. Not meaningless, but smaller. The universe has a way of changing perspective. It reminds us how brief our lives are. And at the same time, how extraordinary they are. Because despite the universe's unimaginable size, you are here. A collection of atoms that somehow became conscious. A tiny part of the cosmos capable of wondering about the cosmos itself. Think about that. The universe created stars. Stars created elements. Those elements became planets. And on at least one planet, those elements became alive. Then they became aware. And now they are asking questions about their own existence. In a very real sense, the universe is observing itself through you. And perhaps that is the most incredible fact of all. Because when people hear about the size of the universe, many feel small, insignificant, lost. But maybe that's the wrong way to look at it. Maybe the fact that we are tiny makes our existence even more remarkable. Out of all the darkness, out of all the emptiness, out of all the billions of galaxies and trillions of stars, you exist. Right now. Reading these words. Thinking these thoughts. Experiencing this moment. The odds are almost impossible. Yet here you are. The universe is bigger than you think. Far bigger. More mysterious. More beautiful. And more strange than anything science fiction has ever imagined. But perhaps the most important lesson isn't how small we are. It's how lucky we are. Lucky to witness it. Lucky to explore it. Lucky to ask questions about it. Because one day, long after we're gone, the universe will continue expanding. Galaxies will keep moving. Stars will continue being born and dying. And the cosmos will move forward without us. But for this brief moment in cosmic history, we get to look up at the night sky and wonder. And sometimes, wonder is enough. Because in a universe this vast, the greatest mystery may not be what's out there. The greatest mystery is that we are here at all.